minus 10 seconds.
You're listening to News and Movies Radio. newsandmoviesradio.com. Where the world comes to listen.
Got my mind made up. Come on, you can get it, get it, get it, get it, get it.
Welcome. You're listening to News and Movies Radio. News and Movies Radio broadcasted live around the world every week. Today we'll be revisiting Todd Haynes' 1995 drama film, Safe. Stay tuned, we've got a great show today here on News and Movies Radio.
For the absolute finest in vintage movie memorabilia, look no further than BuyMoviePostersInc.com. Buy Movie Posters Inc. features an incredible selection of hand-picked original movie posters, lobby cards, and stills from all over the world, with titles from the classic era of Hollywood to the present. Browse our online gallery and email us your want lists as we scour the globe for more hidden treasures. Also, Buy Movie Posters Inc. is always looking to buy quality movie memorabilia. If you have movie material that you'd like to sell outright or consign, email us at buymovieposters@gmail.com. You won't be disappointed.
Going back and re-reviewing Todd Haynes' 1999 film, Safe, left me puzzled with some lingering questions after the picture's near 2-hour runtime with little to no resolve at the end. Haynes approached a young Julianne Moore, the first of several collaborations with her, who had just gotten through shooting The Fugitive, about starring in a low-budget independent film surrounding a wealthy homemaker whose physical and mental health deteriorate because of the environment around her. Carol, not to be confused with the protagonist Carol in Haynes' 2015 drama of the same name, has everything: a beautiful home in Southern California, lots of money, and a loving husband, and spends her days doing whatever she pleases. On the way home from a gym workout one day, she develops a severe cough, so serious that she sees a doctor. He says that Carol is completely healthy and recommends to both she and her husband that they visit a psychiatrist for further examination. The psychiatrist says that her condition may be self-inflicted. That is, things like stress could be causing the issue, but otherwise doesn't offer very much help. When Carol stumbles across an infomercial on late-night television offering help for those suffering from similar symptoms and, quote, environmental disease, she talks her husband into sending her to an outpatient holistic retreat called Wrenwood in order to get relief. Safe was masterfully shot and captures the essence of the 1980s in near time capsule style fashion, with characters in tight jeans, headbands, high-top bushy socks and hair, vintage Mercedes-Benz, and Billy Ocean blaring out over the car radio. The idea of humans causing environmental damage, thereby harming themselves, seems incredibly pertinent in today's overcrowded 21st century. But the film, despite setting itself up to be quite a thriller, never picks a direction and runs with it. Instead, audiences are left scratching their heads as to why the film doesn't provide some sort of climax or resolution to the problems Carol is facing. This could have been achieved if Haynes had added something sinister to the plot. What if, for example, Carol's husband Greg White, played by a good Xander Brinkley, who the film portrays as incredibly frustrated yet totally devoted to his wife and her ailment, had developed a relationship with another woman whom he loved more than Carol, and the reason Carol was sick had nothing to do with the environment but everything to do with her being poisoned with arsenic by her husband? Or what if Haynes himself, who's alluded to many of times in his interviews that Safe might have been about an early outbreak of AIDS in the 1980s, of which is right around the time it was first clinically observed in the United States? And again, what if it had nothing to do with the environment Carol lived in? The way the film ends doesn't eliminate this possibility, as throughout Carol suffers from flu-like symptoms including throwing up and fatigue, and no one is able to accurately or properly diagnose what's wrong with her. I believe a film as fragile as Safe, The plot develops at a snail's pace, and the audience who screened it deserve a proper ending that concludes with a definite cause for the effect. We are taken deep into the lives of the White family, and Haynes' lucky audiences stick around past the hour mark, with no more drama than a made-for-TV movie, and the picture taking off so slowly and going absolutely nowhere. I give Haynes' 1999 film Safe 2 out of 4 stars. And that's going to wrap it up for today's show here on News and Movies Radio. You can check out all of our latest movie reviews, podcasts, and interviews at newsandmoviesradio.com. Peace, love, and happiness.